thought you could do a Kiss review without me? You stupid mother!
Hey YouTube, welcome back to Russ's Rad Reviews, and today I've got Cupcake here to help me review Kiss's second studio album, Hotter Than Hell. Should I do that again? No. Alright, so we got the history to go over before we start grabbing and touching things, so I'm going to read it right from Wikipedia because we're too lazy to write notes. Hotter Than Hell is the second studio album by American hard rock band Kiss, released on October 22nd, 1974 by Casablanca Records. It was certified gold on June 23rd, 1977, having shipped 500,000 copies. The album was released in '97 in a remastered version. It peaked on the Billboard 200 charts at number 100. There was no hit single off the album, so many of the album songs became live staples for the band, including Parasite, Hotter Than Hell, Let Me Go Rock and Roll, and Watching You, which I also believe were featured on Kiss's Alive 1. The album was produced by Kenny Kerner and Richie Wise. There was only 2 singles from this album. Let Me Go Rock and Roll was released on October 22nd, 1974, and the second and final was Hotter Than Hell, released sometime in October 1974. So this is Hotter Than Hell. As you can see, it's a very, very unique cover for Kiss. It's one of my favorites, especially when it's nice and shiny. The cover shoot is pretty cool. I love how they have the thumbprints up here in the corner too. That's really cool. And then the back side is also pretty sweet. I love that mask thing with the two, the band shots. Those are pretty cool, and the fingers. That's basically it for this cover. It's just kind of all over the place.
In terms of a rating, I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10. It's definitely memorable. You can't forget this one, really, I would say.
I'm kind of on board with you. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. This definitely isn't like the Destroyer, Rock and Roll Over Love Gun covers, right. But I think a lot of the weirdness, and this isn't a racist statement, but I think a lot of it was due to the fact that this is the kind of, like, if you look at the Japanese covers of Kiss and the remakes of them,
like
a lot of them, right, they look like this. The design, it's all over the place.
It's lots of colors.
Right, and I think that's what they were going for with this. So it's a unique cover, and it's definitely one that you're going to notice at a record store. Unfortunately, this particular version that I have is not in that good of shape. It's probably like good to fair. It is a second pressing, so when we do the thick scale here, John's gonna hold the cover for me here. It's like 1.5 C, so it's not a super thick album, but it's still good enough to listen to. So on side 1, the album starts off with Got to Choose, followed by Parasite, followed by Going Blind, followed by Hotter Than Hell, followed by Let Me Go Rock and Roll.
In terms of side 1, I really have no problems with any of the songs. Got to Choose isn't the strongest opening track, but I don't think it's a bad song. Parasite is, as you can probably guess, right up my alley. Love Parasite. Going Blind is great. Hotter Than Hell's great. And Let Me Go Rock and Roll's obviously a great song. I mean, it was awesome on Alive. I'd probably say the Alive version is better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But this version, easily holds its own.
Yeah. So I completely agree with you. I think Got to Choose on this side is probably the weakest link of this side. Yeah. And I don't think they should have started the album with Got to Choose. It should have been Parasite, or, it should have been one of the Parasite, Going Blind, Hotter Than Hell, or Let Me Go Rock and Roll. And they should have put Got to Choose in there. I don't hate Got to Choose. I just, when I put the album on, the first thing I think is like, oh my god, I gotta listen to Got to Choose, and then the rest of the songs are pretty good.
Yeah, it's just a weird way to start the album. Even if you just switch Got to Choose and Parasite, it'd be fine, because Parasite's a shredder, and then Got to Choose is like a slow, rock song. But it's not good to start an album. It's just a really weird choice.
Side 1's a good side. Definitely really cements, this album as one of Kiss's better albums. But then you get over to side 2, and it starts off with All the Way, followed by Watching You, followed by Mainline, followed by Coming Home, and it ends up with the final track on side 2 being Strange Ways. Honestly, I don't like Strange Ways.
What?
I don't like it. It's just like Got to Choose. It's the weakest link on the side.
Oof. Oh, that.
All the Way I like All the Way. Watching You is a good song. Mainline, I love. Mainline's my favorite song.
Mainline's awesome, yeah.
Coming Home's a good song too. Strange Ways is just, it's not
awesome.
It's not a bad song, but it's the same problem with Got to Choose. It should have been in the middle of the album, not the end.
Oh, I don't know. Strange Ways, you could put Strange Ways anywhere, I think. Strange Ways is another one that benefits from the grungy production.
And like we're being overcritical too, because all these songs, the hard rock is still there.
Yeah.
So all the songs share the hard rock elements, which is really, really good. But I just, I'm being super, super overcritical, but like I feel like Got to Choose and Strange Ways, in terms of that window of what the album's about, is just a little bit outside of what it is. But they're still good songs. They're not my favorite.
I disagree.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for songs.
I think I'll agree with that. An 8 sounds pretty decent.
Alright guys, so we kind of made a boo-boo and forgot to film how the album holds up today, so I have a different hat on. I might have the same shirt and pants, I really don't know. I don't know what John had on, but basically that's why we look different. Without further ado, Hotter Than Hell, in my opinion, should score about a 7 out of 10 for how it's held up over time. For the most part, side 1 only had one song that actually didn't show up on a live, and therefore, didn't really become a hit, even though Going Blind is a really good song and most Kiss fans know it and liked it. Side 2 only had one song on it. What was it? Watching You. That was on live.
Yep.
So it's another example like the debut album, where it isn't like one of those albums that got a 10 out of 10 for changing the music industry for crazily, but it's still deserving of a 7.5.
I'll say I pretty much agree. 7 out of 10 is perfect, I'd say.
I think for the most part, the most iconic thing of this album is the cover. It's just so different from the rest of the Kiss lineup. If you don't have it in your collection, consider picking it up from our friends over at the Sound of Vinyl. We were not sponsored to say that. And with that, my friends, we will see you in the next review, and I'm going to let Cupcake sign off.